psychiatry inside of my eyes, they glow.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
Knew it existed. He just caught an alien. This video spread everywhere in just a few hours and shocked millions.
What's up, family? Trip 5 checking in. You know I don't usually say this, but this one you're gonna want to watch all the way through. Now let's get into it.
Does the CIA listen through our phones and laptop cameras? Yes. I hate to say it. There was a dramatic leak in 2017 that the CIA came to call the Vault 7 disclosures. Gigabytes worth of documents leaked by a CIA technology engineer. What he told us was that the CIA can intercept anything from anyone, number one. Number two, they can remotely take control of your car through the car's embedded computer. To do what? To make you drive off a bridge, into a tree, to make you kill yourself and make it look like an accident. They can take over your smart television and turn the speaker into a microphone so that they can listen to what's being said in the room even when the TV is turned off. God knows what else that they can do that hasn't been leaked.
This is literally confirmation from a former CIA spy. You know we've been talking about this a lot on this channel, and he just proved everything that we've been saying is true. He said that they could literally control your car and make you get into an accident. That shit is crazy. Who knows what else they're doing behind closed doors. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell are they getting away with all of this shit. Isn't this shit illegal?
Knew it existed. He just caught an alien. This video spread everywhere in just a few hours and shocked millions of people. It was filmed in a remote area of Russia where a group of men claimed they found a strange creature while walking in the forest. At first, people thought it was a joke, but the images quickly raised questions. The creature looks small, has an unusual body shape, and moves in a way that doesn't look human at all. You can see it trying to escape, flapping what seem to be thin wings and making strange movements. The men filming sound nervous and surprised, as if they didn't expect to come across something like this. Some viewers believe they were hunters who accidentally discovered something they were not supposed to see. Others say the details are too realistic to be a costume or a simple trick. The skin texture, the way it reacts, and the sounds it makes look very convincing. Of course, many people online say it must be fake or created with special effects because nowadays it's hard to know what is real anymore. But others argue that the creature struggles too naturally to be fake. This debate has divided the internet.
What y'all think, family? Do you think this is real or do you think this is fake? At this point, you really can't tell the difference. We all know that the veil is lifting and we about to start seeing things we haven't seen before. And this could possibly be one of those incidents. And then if you pay attention to the video, it looks like there's a whole portal behind them.
So my house is haunted and I've been wanting to get on here and talk about it, but I am so scared, y'all. It's terrifying. But today I was at the laundromat and I ran into this elderly woman who was having a hard time getting around. So I offered to carry her stuff in for her. My daughter and I grabbed it and I told her I'd be back. I had to run to the store. And when I came back to get the rest of my clothes, if she needed anything, I would help her. So I get back, I folded my laundry, I'm getting ready to go. And I introduce myself to her and say hello and ask her if she needs anything else. And she goes, "Do you live in the area?" And I was like, "Yeah, I live in so-and-so," which is about 10 minutes from there because I live in the country. So not everything's walking distance. And she goes, "Oh, I used to live there in the haunted mansion." Now, my house is very, very specific. If you said that and you were talking about this area, everybody would know which house it is. My house is the only one on the block that looks like this. And I want to talk about it so bad, but it gets mad when I talk about it. And I live right off the Appalachian Mountain. Like, the Appalachian Mountain is my backyard. I'm so, like, I want to share, and I think I'm going to now, because this is just so cool. This is crazy. That elderly woman told me she lived here twice. She rented from here twice. And in 1976 was the first time she rented from here, and it was haunted then. I think I'm going to start telling my story because the fact that I even ran into her just tells me that the universe will always cross us where it's needed, for sure.
I'm going for a walk and I look up and I see my neighbors. The hell?
This video literally looks like something from a movie. And imagine you see some shit like that in the middle of the night. How would you react to it? Because if it was me, I'm getting out of there ASAP. Sometimes you just gotta mind your business and just let shit be.
You ever heard somebody die laughing?
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I can feel it coming out.
Like, she literally reminds me of my mom. I honestly think that she's my mom. And I said, aren't you Barbara? And my daughter literally went, like, she shook her head yes.
People suggested her to record a video of saying a random name when her little girl is distracted and then saying Barbara to see if she would react.
Hey, Emma. Hi, Emma. Barbara?
But this next video is even better proof.
This is the first time showing Era this picture. I want to see how she reacts. She's touching her own face. What the fuck? Is that your... Era, who is that? Is that yours?
Her son was an executioner in his past life.
Take it up head? Take off my head? Yeah. You want me to take off my head? Yeah. Why? I think. Do you know what'll happen if you take off my head? Yeah. What will happen? Baby happy, take my head off. I'll take your head off? Yeah.
You know, I believe reincarnation is very real, but I never thought that a family member would come through as your child. I mean, it doesn't sound too far-fetched. There's literally videos of children online doing things kids normally wouldn't do, and they be moving like they've been here before. Maybe they really have. A lot of people just naturally have old souls.
Did you hear MrBeast announced he's partnered now with the Rockefeller Foundation? And we gotta talk about this for a second because, dude, you don't get on YouTube's trending tab every single day without making a deal, without making a serious deal. It's not random. Yes, you can grow a YouTube channel, of course you can. But to get to that level of viewership, something needs to be signed. They don't let people have that much influence without making sure they have some control over them, if not total control. Now, we already found out that MrBeast is a part of that talent agency that also like owns Kai Cenat and a couple other super famous people that is connected to Disney, by the way. And remember when his top guy, Chris Tyson, turned to Ava Chris Tyson, and like people were wondering if that had to happen or was like made to happen, because we know 99% of his audience is children anyway. People wonder about that. It could just be nothing though. But my point is, partnering with the Rockefeller Foundation, last I checked, those are, that's kind of the club that we're not in. You know, central banking system, this whole thing. So now he's partnered with them. Holy Kreipenheimer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Here we can see MrBeast throwing up the devil signs as he announces his partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation. Let's have a little listen here.
Hi, I'm Rod Shaw, president of the Rockefeller Foundation. I'm here today with Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast. We're going to take that to the next level together, and we couldn't be more excited. Thank you.
All right, look, I'd just like to start out by saying you don't get to the level of fame that MrBeast does in this world. You're not trending on YouTube every single day unless you signed on the dotted line, unless you're a part of the globalist satanic agenda. I mean, they must just think that the world is stupid because they're constantly throwing up this symbolism in our faces to let us know who they are and what they represent. I mean, the dude's name is literally MrBeast. It's like Monster Energy when it's like Unleash the Beast. These symbols in Hebrew, they're sixes. 666, Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast. These things are done on purpose to let you know, again, who they are. And only the ones with the eyes to see can see. If you guys watch people like this, maybe stop, because they're not for humanity. I promise you that.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trusting nobody that's on the Rockefeller. You know, I mean, MrBeast do make great content, but I don't think you get to that level without being compromised. You know, that's just how I feel about the situation. You know, I'm pretty sure he can't say what he wants to or speak about certain situations because his influence is too large. Hey, but what do I know? Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments.
Showed us the shoebox. He had the pictures of people being executed, but he also had a mask in the shoebox. And he pulled this mask out, and the mask was a human face, but the human face had the eyes in it, and it was warm. And the back of the mask had an imprint that looked like scales. And so this was very bizarre. And the eyes on the back of the side of the mask were not for my eyes, I know that. So it was something that, you know, I can honestly, I'm a firm believer in Socrates' principles of, you know, true wisdom comes from knowing that I know nothing. I don't know what that mask belonged to. I don't know if it was alien or a race that's maybe been on the planet since prehistoric eras or some secret government project, but I do know that was much more advanced than any technology I had ever seen. I don't think we could have reproduced that. I don't know how it was made. It was basically a living mask.
Imagine there's people walking around you right now with this mask on. Like there's a whole creature underneath it, like some Men in Black shit. And this story is coming from a U.S. Army veteran. Why would he just randomly lie about something that he's seen? If you think everybody on this planet is just human, I don't know what to tell you.
This is a real petrified statue of a fallen angel. It's something the world was never supposed to see. In January 2000, 23 Russian coal miners in Siberia found a huge, scary-looking angel statue while digging underground. Its big wings and lifelike details made it look real, like a being turned into stone. They told the government, which sent a helicopter to take it away. Officials later said it was about 10,000 years old. What made it even stranger was that the clothes weren't carved from stone like the rest of the statue. They were real fabric turned into stone. But here's where it gets creepy. Rumors started saying that the statue was actually a fallen angel, trapped in stone and buried deep underground. Some even mention Bible verses that talk about how God sent rebellious angels out of heaven and locked them in darkness until Judgment Day. Even The Simpsons had an episode about finding a fallen angel statue. After all, there haven't been any new photos, videos, or official reports about the statue since it was supposedly taken for study. The people in charge took it away, hiding the truth. Comment mystery, and I'll tell you who's really in control.
See, people be swearing that everything is AI, but when you see shit like this, you have no answer for it. What the hell is that spinning in the sky like that? I doubt that that's a government aircraft. That shit look like an alien spaceship. I could be wrong though.
Okay, y'all, last night I was on the phone with my homeboy, and my homeboy has autism. But it's like, as he didn't grow up, it's kind of faded away a little bit, if that makes sense. But anyway, he was telling me that he didn't talk until he was 9 years old. And he was saying that, like, he always knew what he wanted to say, but it would never come out. He said also it felt like he was trapped in another realm. Like, it was like he was here, but he was also somewhere else also. He was like, sometimes like the things that we see like this hard, it looked like energy to him. It just looked like a frequency. It didn't look like steel to him, but sometimes it would. He was like, so sometimes he'll be zoned out and he just remember his mama calling his name. He heard her, but he never seen her. He said it's just always like he was just up in a dark space with just energy flowing around. So he was like, he was never making eye contact with his mama or answering to her, respond to his name, because he didn't see her sometimes. He said, but sometimes he would when he get back into like where we at. Like it was like he was living in two different realms. When he get out like in the physical where we at, he said he'll see her, he'll answer to his name, he'll respond. But when he wasn't, he couldn't answer, he couldn't make eye contact, he couldn't see nothing but what he seen that was just in the dark space with just energy everywhere. He was like, he said it's crazy. He said now that he older, it's not like that for him anymore. But that's how it was for a long time, up until he was like 15 years old. He said, and then where he was at, he said he didn't need to use his words. He didn't need to speak. He said he only needed to speak when he snapped back into the physical, y'all. It was just like so crazy, because my son got autism, so it be making me think like, oh my goodness, is that what be going on with him? Do he be here and there?
You say flash?
Alright, if you got a flash, bro, shine it to the side of my eyes, they glow.
What the fuck? Oh my god! That's so insane!
You see something crazy on the internet every day. Why the hell does his eyes look like water balloons? Boy, vision gotta be blurry or something. Or maybe that shit make him see better. If y'all see any crazy videos y'all want me to react to, make sure y'all tag me on Instagram or TikTok.
Did you know that when you see an LOL or like watch a fail video that makes you laugh, you are engaging in an ancient form of mock attack? Scientists have noted that certain ASMR sounds like tapping or scratching work because they mimic the social grooming sounds of early primates. Our biological brains are being tricked into believing we are being groomed or protected by a tribe that is not there. Did you know there's a frequency that humans are so terrified and it's just below what a human can hear at 18.9 hertz that oftentimes they hear it, they assume something is haunted because it genuinely makes people hallucinate. In the 1980s, Vic Tandy, an engineer, discovered that a haunted laboratory was all because of a broken electrical fan vibrating at 18.9 hertz. The creepy part is this is a resonant vibration of the human eye. When your human eye comes in contact with this vibration, it genuinely starts to see things. This is because your eyes start to vibrate and you start to see shadow figures or gray blobs. And your brain can't process what's going on. Why am I seeing things? Why am I feeling things? There's something that I can feel happening, but I can't prove it and I can't see it. You're hearing noises now, you're seeing things, and your brain is making up these shadow figures. So now, sound designers for creepy movies like Irreversible or Paranormal Activity will use really low frequencies in order to freak people out. Purposely hide low infrasound. Have you ever wondered why you feel like a place has so much energy, or you feel, like you're stuck in place in ancient stone structures like Newgrange in Ireland? This is because that architecture creates standing waves, spots where frequencies literally overlap, which causes things to freak. Now in these specific spots, the resonance hits 110 hertz, causing the human's prefrontal cortex to temporarily shut down. This is why today in those spots, people still report like visions or voices. It's a biological override created by Neolithic humans to create like induced trances.
I know men who don't know anything in the world except who plays third base for the Mets. And they think that's a great accomplishment. And they meet and pat each other on the back and bond and go have cocktails and talk about what this guy that plays third base for the Mets did in last night's game. It's sad. It's really sad. When 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions, and nobody even cares about it. But 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country. You have a reflection of the society in which that exists. And it is a sick, sick society that is doomed to self-destruction. A nation of people who are willing to send their sons and daughters that they profess that they love to a foreign country to die. And they use the excuse to themselves that they're sending them off to defend our country, and they know damn well that's a lie, are doomed.
Hey, he not lying about the sports. There's some people out here that dedicate their life to this shit. You think these rich people out here are sitting down and watching sports all the time? Well, you know, I highly doubt it, because that shit is time consuming. Well, you know, in my opinion, it's just another way to distract you. But you know, some people could watch it and still operate just fine.
Ven el mal que se ve ahí. Yo no sé lo que es eso. Apareciente de cosas abajo el mar ahí, que se ven como que si fueran luz. Mira, vamos a ir acercando. ¿Están viendo? Mira. Mira ya cómo se ve.
There you go. That way its mouth can fit over your fingers. Point your fingertips up. There you go. Just like that. Keep it right there.
You gotta move your hand.
No,
Yeah, do this way.
yeah, just no. Point your fingertips.
Did this rocket just prove that space is fake? We have lift off. Okay, it's going. Now pay very close attention to when this rocket breaks out of the bubble. Here we go, watch this. About to do something really weird. Pay attention. What is that? If anyone can explain what this is, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and stay weird.
You know, in my opinion, it looks like it hit the firmament. I'm trying to figure out why them people was cheering when they seen that. They didn't even accomplish anything. Do y'all believe NASA be really going into space, or do you think it's false?
Are you recording me?
As an amateur dog translator, I can tell you that's what he most likely said. Bro barely got away during the daytime.
But can you imagine if this was at night?
I'll be honest, I don't feel bad if it catches bro. Investigating the creepy sound in the alleyway, has bro seen any scary movie?
Ever?
You may wonder, what's wrong with it? Rabies, a demon, or just a bad day? But let me ask you.
Do you really want to stick around to find out?
Maybe it sounded like a cat, but once you see it's clearly not a cat, what would possess someone to get closer? How can you expect this thing to care about your life if you don't even care about your life? Why do you think it's still there? You think nobody's called animal control? I'm sure they did, but this thing probably ate
whoever they sent to pick it up.
There's not a single doubt in my mind that if this thing catches you, it's devouring your mind, body, and soul in one sitting.
First of all, he ashy. My phone know I'm high. My phone start posting this crazy, wild ass, extreme shit. Like, I don't understand how my algorithm think this type of shit I want to see. It was just Christmas yesterday. I go to scroll and bow, Tinkerbell little cousin. And you know what's crazy? He look like this dude I know named Latravion. Latravion probably can't fly. Them his ribs or what is that? That's his skin. That right there, that's on the other side of that wall right there. Yeah, him and all his friends and his cousins and his girlfriend, all them, like, they all look just like that. See what I'm saying? Why is y'all posting stuff like this and I'm on here? And I will tell my grandma, but that better not be real, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Everything we thought was fake, where you think they got that idea from? Some shit they got caged up somewhere, probably. Him.
Shit, I heard that this exact creature is very real in Mexico. You know, maybe she is right. Maybe they do have a facility where they keep all these creatures at. You know, we just have yet to see it with our own eyes.
I've been trying to tell you, you guys are eating human.
All right, chef. Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in the sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
You guys, is this...
Separate.
Is it?
And that's just that there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're good. Legal clear. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go on, Brian, please.
All right. Yo. Thank you, Kev. Thank you very much. All right, Joe. Fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2. What do you think it's gonna be?
Shark, Tim.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
No. No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's
No.
not all right.
It's a wonderful renewable protein.
Well, hey, all right,
No,
are you
that's
sure?
disgusting.
No, I didn't know it was gonna go like this either.
That's really disgusting.
Chef, are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna go throw up.
I didn't know we were going
That's
there. Are you okay?
I'm gonna go throw up. I need a bucket.
Wait, just have it, here, we'll get you something right now. Yeah, bring a bucket in. You guys, come on, get a bucket in here right now.
Bring a bucket in here.
You okay?
Yeah, that's some next level. So, I would have loved to know when I was eating human flesh before I ate it.
This is very popular in my restaurant. You thought it was delicious. You said it was delicious, and I think there's a stigma about it. Think about it. Every day, 60,000 new sources of protein in this country alone.
Would like someone die and then you make it?
How else would we make it?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
many small villages.
All right. I apologize.
If every single restaurant and every single grocery store has meat 24/7, 365, where are all the farms?
I mean, how would you really know how it tastes though? And then he said that shit was popular in his restaurant. That shit would be crazy if this shit was really happening. I heard that this video was really a skit and wasn't real. But they always put the truth in the joke.
China, what's new with you? We made a pregnancy robot. You made a what? A pregnancy robot that can carry a baby from the very beginning, which is like fertilization, until the delivery. So you made a surrogate robot? Yeah. Okay, I think we went way too far with this. Like, did you even try it yet? We're planning a public demo in 2026. But how would a baby even develop inside of a robot? So the robot is filled with synthetic amniotic fluid, which is a special liquid that keeps babies safe inside of their mother's womb. And then there will be a tube that's like an umbilical cord that will carry oxygen and food to the baby. Well, that's wild. The robot can keep the baby growing up to 10 months even. And then the robot will deliver the baby, like literally childbirth. Yeah. And the whole thing would cost like $14,000. So yeah, who knows? Maybe in the future, a lot of babies will come from robots. Okay, this is a little scary.
Why not? Because really, the stars are in alignment.
The stars are in alignment, but the calendar is not. Calendar comes from the word calend, which is taxes. We know the state of our people fucked up, and when you get somebody that has been celebrated by pop culture that really comes to tell the people the truth, they laugh and kiki like this shit funny. The new year can't be in January at the deadest time of the year. The new year is right now when the sun rises. That's why the allegory of the resurrection was talking about God's son, not S-O-N, the S-U-N, resurrecting. The sun is rising again. This is the new year in the spring. It's springing into a new year. There's really 10 months in a year. This is a Roman Gregorian calendar that we've been under. Your dad planted his seed in your mother. 9 to 10 months is full term. You got here. How can your birthday be every 12 months if it only took you 10 months to get here? You have a guy named Julius Caesar and Caesar Augustus. They added their own months to the calendar year. Yeah. July and August. That's why everything Sept is usually 7, but September's 9. Everything Octo, Octagon, Octopus is 8. Why is October the 10th month? Everything Nueve, Nuevo, Nino is 9. Why is November 11? Decimal's 10. How can December be 12? Because they added 2 months to the year. That's why everybody's algorithm is out of order. That's why we can't get in alignment. Well, they can't get in alignment to their assignment because they're not in alignment to nature.
Hey, he just dropped some gems for y'all. This is why spiritual people don't celebrate New Year's in December. They celebrate it at the beginning of spring. Shout out to the Fob Tribe. If you want to support what we building here, check out the merch, artwork, and memberships below. I appreciate every one of y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.
you.